Thierry, I know you're an Arsenal fan to the core, but you're also always willing to be fair. How special is what Luis Enrique has built with PSG?
Look, I grew up in the suburb of Paris. You know, that team was nowhere near what it done. There was a great moment at one point for Paris Saint-Germain, especially in Europe. You could see that something was happening. George Weah, Ginola, and some other guys came. They won the old Cup Winners' Cup, you know, back in the days. But what this guy has done, and Jimmy, you said something that's very important. No matter who plays in that team, obviously when you have Kvaratskhelia and Dembele on the pitch, you're a tiny bit better. But tactically, the way they set up, they all know what they have to do. So it doesn't matter. He trusts everybody, because if they do not run and if they don't do what he's saying, you're not playing. Dembele said it, and you can see that. They have that type of kind of fear that you need to have from your coach, but they also have that freedom to be able to move wherever they want to move on the pitch. So what he has done is just outstanding and great for French football.
It's a good job we sent you on a reconciliation run, isn't it? Because otherwise we may even find ourselves without an interview with the Champions League winning manager.
Well, fingers crossed that trip to Paris, the scouts are in Paris, will pay dividends in the next 10, 15 minutes.
No, you need to get him. You need to get him.
We will get him.
Give it all the big talk.
We text now, me and Luis Enrique. But he's now joined a special
we all know
band.
that's not true.
We always tell lies on that. He's now joined a special band of managers, won the European Cup 3 times, or the Champions League. I'm thinking in my head now, Bob Paisley of Liverpool, obviously Pep Guardiola, and Luis Enrique. You've obviously got Ancelotti, who's I think maybe on 5 as well. But we're talking about one of the all-time best managers here, and it's not with the same team, with 2 different teams as well, as fantastic.
Welcome back, everybody. We have got the player of the match and Champions League winner, 2-time Champions League winner, Vitinha, with us tonight. Congratulations. That is just incredible to win it last season and come back and win it a second time. How good does that feel?
You can imagine. It's difficult to say. I think that I said the same thing on the first one, but make back-to-back like this, I think we never thought, but we still worked, and we thought match by match, and the truth is I think we deserved it. It wasn't in penalties, but if you see the game, I think we were the best team on the pitch.
I was watching the game, speaking to the guys, and you controlled the game in the first half, but you didn't really create too many chances. They were in that deep block. But you, at the start of the second half, I said to Big Meeks, I said, you are a big problem for Arsenal. You started running, the pace of the game stepped up, and you were running through midfield. I thought you were absolutely outstanding and well deserving of the man of the match award.
Thank you. I'd have to talk about the team. I did a good match, but like everyone, so I'm really happy and thankful for this. But it's really the team. And like you said, they were really close. It was difficult to get in. Most of the passes were lateral because they had a lot of people in the middle. It's difficult when they have 2 lines like that, most of the time 6 on the back. It's really difficult, and sometimes we lose the patience. I think in the second half we had a little bit more space between the lines to go.
What was the message from the manager at half-time?
To not lose the patience. We know that they play one specific way that takes us out of the game. That's what they want. The time they take to everything, to make everything, to the corners, the faults, the goal kick, everything. I'm not criticizing. It's their strategy, but it's easy to fall on that, and I think we didn't. And gladly we got the penalty, and I think we controlled the game.
I don't even have a question, but you are sensational. Your football IQ, your first touch, your awareness on the pitch is just mesmerising. You was at Wolves, playing in, playing out. You come to PSG, and your game just gone to a different level. So, congratulations.
Thanks a lot. That's life. That's life. Sometimes you're good, sometimes you're not, but you have to take advantage of it.
Wow. Speak to the boss.
Jerry, go ahead.
But it's pretty simple. If you have a coach that understands his brain and he can play, I'm not having a go at the boss of Wolverhampton, but it's very different. So no. I'm just saying. I remember what you said when Neymar left, Kylian left, Messi left, Donnarumma now. But I'll go back to the before. You said we will be okay, and people were like, "What do you mean we will be okay?" This guy behind you right now. Why is he so special? Is it why you said we will be okay? Because of Luis Enrique?
Yeah, I think. the main character of this team, and he deserves all of this, not just from the incredible coach it is, but most of all the person he is. I think you have pleasure to work for him, to be coached by him, and I think he's the main character of this team. But the team, I think.
Yeah, he's the conductor, but the show is the team, right?
Nowadays, I think we proved it many times, but I think you can see it. There's a lot of competitive. It's very difficult to play. So if you don't have 11 players that want the same thing in attack and defense, it's difficult.
You know what I like the most? Obviously, we can talk about what you do on and off the ball because you guys attack and defend together. But the freedom that it gives you to operate in this structure. I love it because you can go everywhere you want, but you need to keep that structure. How great it is to play in that.
It's incredible. It takes time to get used to it, but once you get the dynamics, it's difficult for the opponent, and for us, it's pleasure. We move, we play, we have the ball. I think everyone that likes football wants to play like this and enjoy to play like this. So to play like this and on top of the cake, have this, it's unbelievable.
And finally,
Quickly, how do you say your name? Vitinha.
It's Vitinha.
Vitinha.
he's got to go, he's got to go, he's got to go.
Gotta go.
Let him go, he's got to go.
All the best. Thank you.
Thank you so much. We appreciate you. Well done. Congratulations.
Don't forget your award.
Luis Enrique, Mister, welcome.
Enhorabuena.
Congratulations. Incredible. Well done. Very happy for you. Does this feel better than a year ago? Don't worry. Take your time. Does this feel better than a year ago?
Of course, better. Of course, unbelievable. I speak with my assistant manager, Rafael Polo, and I said, do you think we are going to win again? And it was like that. And I think when you put all your energy and you try to give your players and the team the best energy that you can, okay. It doesn't matter about the result. I think we deserve both teams to win that trophy. But if I look at the whole season, I think we are a little bit in advance because we suffer a lot during this competition. We played against the strong teams in Europe, and we deserve to win this trophy.
Congrats.
I wanted to ask you, first and foremost, congratulations once again. I wanted to ask you a question. How hard it is to play for Arsenal, against Arsenal, because I saw you trying something at one point, bringing Desiree Doué to try to play in the space behind Bukayo Saka to try to make sure you create that overload in that 4-2-4. And I know it's difficult, but Arsenal made you change so many times little things to be able to beat them.
When you play against a team like Arsenal with Mikel Arteta, they try to defend in the best way. They were lucky because they started with the action and they scored the goal. It was difficult for us, and after that they defend very well, very deep. It's difficult to overcome them. We tried to play more by the sides, but it was very difficult because the players with the energy in the moment that you are losing, they are not very attentive. But I think in the second half we improved a little bit. We created more or less enough chances to score. After the penalty, it was more balanced, and yeah, I think we deserve to win the match.
Mister, you said when you arrived, well, after Kylian left, I don't want to talk about what happened, but you said we will be better, we will be a team, and we will win as a team. Not only you said it, you did it, and you did it again. And I love the fact I was saying just before that people sometimes confuse arrogance and confidence. You know exactly where your team can be when they need to arrive here. So I have to say, what you're doing for French football is outstanding because, since maybe the 90s, we didn't see a team playing like that in Europe with so much confidence.
But I have to say it's a sample idea. You only have to have fun on the pitch. You only have to take the selected players with a lot of quality, individual technical quality, and after that try to play the way we think is the better. And the most important thing for me is when I listen our supporters especially, but even supporters from other teams, that they have fun looking at our team, watching our team playing football. That's the best
That is true.
moment for us.
Three in a row?
I hope so!
present the man of the hour, Nasser Al-Khelaifi. Congratulations. Go ahead. He said sorry. He said sorry.
No, come on. It is what it is.
How you doing? Nasser, Thierry flew out his whole family. They were kitted out in the Arsenal kit. How could you do it to him?
You know, big respect for this legend, honestly. Amazing, a gentleman, fair play. He's honestly, a favorite by far in everything. As player, as analyst, coach, amazing coach. So I tell him hard luck. I know he won, and he texted me today or yesterday. Today, I think, I forgot, honestly. I mean, too many things. He said, listen, you know who I'm going to support, but I wish you all the best. And that's show how gentleman he is. I know, and for sure he will support Arsenal. But I tell him hard luck. And I think, Arsenal, big team, honestly, respect to Arsenal, to their fans. They did amazing season, to be honest. But, I think we showed that we are a better team today again. And, we control almost all the game. So I think this is when also not to be very humble, not for Paris Saint-Germain, but for the greater football. We want to have more goals, more, control of balls. That's what the football we love.
You talk about gentlemen, and rightly Thierry Henry is a gentleman. I thought you were a gentleman, but I texted you and you didn't come to my party last night.
I'm sorry. I really apologize. I'm focused with the players, because different I will come.
Do you want to come to the party tonight?
Maybe I come. Maybe I come.
President, I know you're going to play it down. I know you're going to talk about whatnot. We talked about the same thing last year, and the criticism, and you're not the right person, and whatnot. We talk about already Luis Enrique, but can we talk about what it represents for the fans? Because I have to say, okay, my hat of Arsenal is off, and I was supporting the team. I texted you, you just said it. But the fans, they didn't stop singing one bit. 1-0 down, nuts. I mean, what you have created. And when I was working for another channel in France, I said it live, and I remember you said, Thierry, I said, no, you need to create an identity because Parisians don't recognize themselves in that team. You manage that with Luis Enrique and with that team. How does it finally feel 2 in a row?
No, amazing. What we did, we trying to create a culture in the team and the club, between fans, between the players, between the coach, between us, as me as president. So this is what, and as you said, the fans, the best fans also in the world. If you remember in the playoff, 2-0 down first 15 minutes against Monaco, and they're singing, they're cheering like we're winning the match. Remember last season, 2-0 down against Manchester City, and the fans never stop. There's special relation between the fans and the team, and that's what they're fighting. They trust and going always hard and pushing the team.
Mr. President, you started the season beating a team on penalties from North London in Europe, Tottenham, and you've now finished the season beating another team on penalties from North London.
I think both of you are very happy, I know that
happy.
you're supporter of Paris Saint-Germain. No, it's amazing, honestly. I think we create something really special against the English club, which is true. Very humbly that the team performed fantastic against the English club. They show that there's identity, there's a system that to play against big teams. Arsenal, all respect, honestly, amazing team. Tough team, and we won it in penalty. So we could lose it also in the penalty, but I think in general with the game, I think we controlled it.
President, you always talk about the fans, the players, and the coach. What about your role and the role that you've played? You're always so humble about the role that you've played.
The players, they're most important, and the coach, they're true. Of course, we're trying. When it's bad result, it's me. That's true, it's true. But this is football. We have to accept it. But honestly, I'm so proud, and I have to give them also the credit to the players, to the staff, to the fans too. Because they've been always behind the team. So we're so proud.
Did you always believe, though? Did you always believe that you could hit these heights?
To be honest, even after first half, and I told my team, I said, listen, we're going to win. And they looked to me, I said, I promise. I felt it before the match. I felt it last few days that from the team that they want to win it. We had the experience. We had the experience to play against big clubs, big teams, and that's we want. If you see who we played against, I mean, from beginning in the group stage, Barcelona, Newcastle, Tottenham, Bayern, round 16, Chelsea, Liverpool, Bayern Munich. So Arsenal in the final. So, you know, I mean, I think we deserve it, really, we deserve it.
Well, I asked the coach, Luis Enrique, 3 in a row. Can you do 3 in a row?
Listen, I mean, to be honest, we need to be now celebrate, but for sure, we play again, match by match, week by week, to the end. I mean, you know, we're not going to stop here. For sure, we're not going to stop here.
Before you go, Jamie invited you to his party. Would you like to reciprocate and invite everybody to the after party for PSG
He didn't send me an invitation today. He sent me for last night. You know, if I receive it, I'll come. Fantastic. Thank you, guys. Really, you have the best studio. I say it again and again. You have the best analysts, and you're amazing, honestly. I love your show, and I'm following your show always, you know. Even if, I stay late because of you guys. Fantastic. Thank you very much.
Looking for another sponsor, so if you want to sponsor the show.